Hey, it's Rachel. So yes, this spot is a little bit different. I normally film right in front of my window so that I get that nice natural lighting, but it is after 6 p.m. The sun is long gone, and so we're just gonna use artificial lighting and call it good, because I really want to make this video today. I've been wanting to make it like for a month now, and it's time that I just do it. And it's a subject that is super important to me, so important that this is actually the 6th time today that I've tried to film this video, but every time I do, it just doesn't come out right. And so we are going to try one more time. Today, we are going to talk about food guilt, or eating off your plan, or falling off the wagon, or that general just feeling like ugh after indulging in all of those cakes and cookies and pizza and beer and wine and whatever it is that you ate for the entire month of December and are now feeling super crappy about. Because we've all been there, right? Like, that's the whole point of everybody getting healthy in January. Everybody wants to get healthy in January because we were so unhealthy in December. Like, it happens. And I wanted to talk specifically about the feeling of guilt. So I've had a lot of friends kind of like reach out to me and say what we all say. They accidentally ate too much, or they cheated on their diet, or they fell off the wagon. And I personally try not to use terms like that or try to think of food that way. And it's something that I started doing like a couple years ago. It's still a work in progress, but it's really changed the way that I view food. And I think it is super important for everybody to try to work on in 2017. No matter what you ate over December, I don't want you to feel guilty at all, because there is nothing to feel guilty about. If you're watching my video, most likely you are a grown adult. I don't think I have any kids watching this channel. Everybody who watches me is an adult, and we all make our own food choices, and nobody forces us to eat something or not eat something. That is your grown-up choice, and you need to just own it. Like, yes, you might have eaten cake on Christmas, and cake isn't on your diet. But who determines what your diet is? Unless your doctor specifically tells you that you should be on a certain diet, however you choose to eat, whether it's vegan, clean eating, if it fits your macros, paleo, keto, whatever it is that is your diet, you made that choice. You decided to eat that way. And if you decide not to eat that way one day, who cares? It's just a choice. It's not a big deal. There's nobody to feel guilty for. It's all on you. And that also goes for things like you accidentally ate too much. I don't think I've ever mentioned this on YouTube. One of my favorite TV shows is The West Wing. Like, I love The West Wing. I watched it all through college. P.S. If you also like The West Wing, tell me in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. West Wing, Aaron Sorkin. Anyway, tangent. There's this scene in The West Wing where one of the characters says that he accidentally slept with a call girl. And one of his coworkers, I'm pretty sure it was CJ, goes, "What do you mean accident? Did you trip?" And I will never forget that line, and I will always think about that anytime someone says they accidentally ate off their diet, or they accidentally ate too much. And it's like, what do you mean accidentally? Like, did you trip and the pizza just kind of fell into your mouth? Did they push you into the pizza? Like, no. You chose to eat that food. It's not an accident. It's a choice. So now I'm going to make a confession that might surprise some of you, maybe. So if you are new to my channel, hey, I'm Rachel. P.S. hit that subscribe button if you like this video and you want to see more of them. If you are new to my channel, you might not know that I eat gluten and dairy free. And by eating gluten and dairy free, I am able to control all of my fibromyalgia symptoms. I don't feel pain, I don't have chronic fatigue, I'm not sensitive to touch, I can sleep at night, like all of those things that I normally have with fibromyalgia. By eating this very specific way, I can avoid all of those symptoms. So here's my confession. On occasion, I will eat gluten or dairy. That's right. I am not 100% gluten and dairy free. I'm not. For example, over Christmas, Jake's mom always makes these Christmas cookies, and every Christmas I eat Christmas cookies with gluten. And every year, like a day later, I get fibromyalgia pain, and sure enough this year, yes, I got fibromyalgia pain. It was mostly in my legs and in my ankles. I had a lot of chronic fatigue. I had to take a lot of naps over Christmas vacation just because I was eating foods that affected my fibromyalgia. But I make that choice as an adult, knowing full well of the consequences. I know that if I eat gluten, if I eat dairy, I am going to get fibromyalgia pain. It happens every time. And that's okay. I make that choice as an adult, and it doesn't affect anybody else but me. And so I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. Now, if you are watching this and you don't have fibromyalgia pain, this might apply to you a little bit differently. Every time you choose to eat, let's say, ice cream, and ice cream's not on what you consider to be a healthy diet, but over Christmas vacation, you ate a ton of it, and you gained, I don't know, 5 pounds. When you ate that ice cream, you knew you were gonna gain weight. You know when you eat too much or when you eat certain foods that a consequence of eating that food is gaining weight. So in January, when we're all 10 pounds heavier, why are we so surprised? Like, we made that choice knowing the consequences, so own it. Be like, yeah, I ate that ice cream. Yeah, I gained 5 pounds, and I'm gonna buy new jeans. It's totally fine. Because at that time, that ice cream was what I wanted, even with the weight gain. And there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody's telling you how to eat or not to eat. That is on you. You make those choices, you own those choices, and you own those consequences. So in January, when we're feeling gross because we ate too much over December, I want you instead to think about how great all of that food tasted and how much fun that you had eating the cakes and the cookies and the ice cream and the pizza and the nachos and the beer maybe, or wine or champagne. Like, think back at how great you felt when you ate those. And I want you to savor that moment and savor those feelings and just enjoy them and enjoy all of that great food that you ate. And it's not a big deal. And go back in January to whatever you consider healthy, because again, healthy is different for everybody. There is no specific diet that you should be on except the one that you choose. So go back to that choice, and the weight will come off and you'll feel great again. And in a month, when you fall off the wagon, instead I want you to look at that piece of cake and say, I am making this choice. I am making this choice to eat something that I don't consider healthy, but it doesn't matter because I'm an adult, and if I want cake for breakfast, I'm gonna eat cake for breakfast, even if it means my pants will be too tight. It's fine. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I seriously filmed this like 20 times, so I really hope that what I wanted to say came across on camera. But if you are someone that struggles with this food guilt, write in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. I love it when you guys write comments, because otherwise I'm just talking to a camera. And I know you're out there. I know you watch these videos. Tell me who you are. Tell me what your 2017 resolutions are. Did you overindulge in December? What is it that you ate that you might be feeling guilty? You're not feeling guilty about it. What did you eat over December that you savored and was just like so good and worth every single bite? Tell me in the comments below. Let's talk, and I will see you in my next video. All right, bye guys. Trader Joe's will have exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna take you with me. Here we go.